I have a question for you. Can you epoxy rotten wood? Let's find out. So Total Boat has this product called penetrating epoxy, and it's designed specifically for that application. So if you have, let's say you had a piece of maple like this one, and it's got some punky stuff in here. And this is exactly what you need, is this product right here. This product can be thinned out using acetone so that it can really penetrate deep into those fibers and stabilize them. I'll show you. So as you can see, this right here, it's almost like packing peanuts. So I'm gonna take some and we're gonna stabilize this right here so that you can kind of see exactly what happened. Now the product is not red like this, but I used an old mixing cup and it had some red pigment in the bottom. So you can see that it tinted it a little bit. That's okay. Just make sure that yours is nice and clean. As you can see, where it's not as shiny anymore, it's really soaking it up. Especially right here, right here. So let's go ahead and add some more. I'm going to see really how well this stuff soaks into the wood. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but there are some bubbles forming on the surface and popping. You can really see it penetrating into that punky wood. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let this sit and I'll come back to it once it's cured so you can kind of see how it works. Okay, so in the meantime, while that is curing, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read some things off to you on this epoxy bottle to kind of give you some ideas on what it's used for, how to mix it, things like that. We'll also come back and so that you can check it out and see how well this stuff stabilized. Sound good? Okay, so as far as the two components, it's still a 2-to-1 mixture. It's super thin, and what it says is at 85 degrees in your shop, the pot life is 20 minutes, and it takes 2 days to fully cure. And at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, the pot life is 40 minutes, and it takes 4 days to cure. So if you wanted to set up faster, just throw a little bit of heat on it. But as you can see, it's 2 parts epoxy, 1 part hardener, and then they say that you can add some acetone or denatured alcohol or lacquer thinner to thin this out. The way it's written here, it says apply to rotten wood with a brush, roller, syringe, or epoxy spreader. Allow ample time for Total Boat penetrating epoxy to soak well into the wood to ensure complete saturation.
Now this is saturation.
Pot life and cure times will depend on temperature, just like I said. They also say to not mix more material than can be applied in 20 minutes because you don't want it to set up in the cup, and I'm sure you guys have seen people online who've mixed too much epoxy, let it set in the cup, and it started steaming.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
So if you guys want to try some of this, I'm not sponsored by this, but it helps me out every once in a while when I have some punky wood that I need to stabilize. So if you guys want to, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave a link down in the description so you guys can just click it and go get it. Now, I am an affiliate with Amazon, so every time you buy something after clicking the link, I do get a small commission on it, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So if you want to support the channel that way, feel free to do it like that. Okay, so it has been a couple days. Let me show you what this penetrating epoxy did, okay? As you can see, it's soaked in where the rotten or punky part of the wood was. I can no longer scrape it out like I did before. I got a screw here so you can kind of see. Scratches it just like the other wood. But no chunks are coming off anymore. And that's the whole purpose of this penetrating epoxy. Totally worth it. It'll save you some time, save you some effort, save all that cool character that comes along when you start getting spalting. And usually when you have spalting, you'll have some sort of punky wood too. So you get to save all that character without having to dig it all out. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you want to purchase some penetrating epoxy, click the link down in the description below and go get yourself some. It doesn't cost anything extra. It just gives me a little kickback when you do get some of that stuff. So do me a favor, click the link and go get some. If you want to see some more videos on epoxy, resin, and woodworking, why don't you click right up here? Or here, click one of these videos. If you haven't already and you'd like to subscribe, click the subscribe button. Guys, I appreciate everything you do for the channel, and as always, thanks for hanging out with us.